creepy. Okay, well, we've had some wild weather here recently that has affected many people around central Illinois.
And with more weather on the way, joining us in the Storm Tracker is meteorologist Jacob Dickey. Hey, Jacob, how is it going? Oh, oh, there he is.
Going pretty good there. It's getting a little bit of rain right now. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, how's it going here? A little bit wet out right now. A little bit of rain here. I'm outside of a town called Niantic. I don't know if you've heard that. That's to the west of Decatur there. Of course, I've had my food. Got a milkshake here.
Oh, goodness.
So we've been doing pretty good in the Storm Tracker today. A lot quieter. So.
Oh, well, that's good. So what direction are you heading from here?
Yeah, so actually on Max 1 right now, we've got the Storm Tracker Doppler up, just showing where some of these showers and storm tracker. Today is a much quieter day first off compared to what we had last week. And just some spot showers and storms here from, say, southwest of Bloomington near McLean, down towards the Niantic area, west of Decatur, and then down towards Decatur, to the south. They'll be moving their way on through. Most of us should get a drink of rain before all is said and done. I do want to mention, actually, hot off the press, there is a severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued for parts of Christian and Shelby County. And that's going to be for the storms that are down by the Owanaco, Ullman, Nokomis areas as they move off to the north and east. The good news is, Heather and Grace, on a day like today, this is not expected to be anything close to what we had last week at this time. Lots of questions have been coming in about that.
Well, and one of those questions happens to be, what is a derecho? And I'm guessing that's what we experienced last week.
Yeah, that certainly is. We had derecho come on through. They are not all that common. They're relatively rare. They happen maybe once or twice a year across the state of Illinois. And when you're in front of it, it means business. On the graphics, I've got the description for you here. To be declared a derecho, has to have a wind-damaged swath over 240 miles long. I don't know why they picked the number, but that's the number they go by. Also, it has to have wind gusts along that entire path of at least 58 miles an hour. There have to also be several sporadic wind gusts of 75 mile per hour or greater, and we hit that in central Illinois. There are a lot of gusts in the low 80s. There was actually a wind gust in Christian County measured at 101 miles an hour.
Wow.
That was near the Taylorville area. That particular gust, though, was associated with a tornado that touched down with that derecho that came on through. And in the state, we average one per year. There was one in the northeastern part of the state last year in July, and then a couple of years ago, there was a really noticeable one that came through in Iowa in August of, I believe that was 21, swept through and carried off to the south and east. Parts of central Illinois got hit by that one, but this one just squared on right through the heart of central Illinois, causing all of that damage that we've had. When we look here, let me advance my graphics. It's kind of cool. I can sit here. I'm stationary. I can control things. That's the radar loop that came on through. That was in a matter of 2.5 hours or so of that derecho that swept through parts of central Illinois. Just a stunning radar imagery of how fast it was moving. Storm speed with that was over 70 miles per hour. It was moving faster than many folks do on the interstates at times, where we were seeing forward speeds of 80 miles an hour, and you had wind gusts up there too. You can see all the wind damage reports that came. It started in North Missouri, South Iowa, swept through central Illinois, and took a right turn into Indiana, then south towards Kentucky, ending in Tennessee and North Alabama from that. I gotta mention, we talk a lot about the wind with that particular one. Before that swept on through, something else that happened. We had the big hail. There was
some big
baseball
hail.
to almost softball-sized hail with storms that morning. Yeah, look at the size of that there. I mean, that's 3.5 inches or so. Those storms themselves were in the morning hours before the wind came on through. Those alone would have been a big story, but then we had power outage numbers in the hundreds of thousands across the region. There were over 200,000 customers in central Illinois alone that were out of power from that. And still today, as of this morning, there are about 6,000 customers in Sangamon County still had not had their power turned on. So we've made a lot of repairs. I just drove through parts of Sangamon County, drove through Chatham and Curran, saw some of the damage. They've made a lot of work. They've done a lot of progress, but there's still a lot of cleanup to go for a lot of folks across the region from this derecho that tore on through.
Yeah, my husband works for Ameren, and I have barely seen him since Wednesday. So I know they're out there working hard to help everyone get back to not the little house on the prairie days.
I'm sure we've been humbled.
Yes, absolutely.
Thankful for, you know.
Yeah, big tip of the cap to big tip of the cap to the linemen who are out there working. They have had it. And a lot of people have said, I want my power. A storm like this caused such wide infrastructure damage where, you know, there's so many poles, so many trees down. It will take time to clean up. And the other thing to consider, too, is on a day like today, the severe threat overall is pretty low. We've got that one severe thunderstorm warning from parts of eastern Christian County there. We're not expecting a widespread event today, but it's still important to remember that the infrastructure still is a little weak. You know, we're repairing the things, but that wind did some damage, and there will be at times perhaps where lesser events in the days and weeks to come can still knock down some trees or power lines that were weakened but not destroyed from the derecho that came on through. So we'll keep an eye on things here, but overall, here's what we need. Here's what we need, Heather and Grace. We need some good rain. We don't need rain that has a little attitude with it, blowing on through anything like that. We just need some good rain with the drought we've had, and hopefully a lot of us will get a little more with things today.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, well, you stay safe, and no driving faster than that storm, and we'll check in with you here.
No, it outran me. I couldn't keep up.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
All right. Bye, Jacob.
Yeah, thank you.